Hello again. I am back with tell me again who you are because I love to hear you say it.
I am Derek Day from Classless Act.
Such enthusiasm all the time. I absolutely love it.
Thank you.
Well, it has been about a year since we last talked. You guys have done a whole tour since then. You've got your first album coming out. So, how the heck are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I mean, that tour was crazy. It was like 40 shows in 60 days. We recorded a whole album and we're dropping it in on like in a week. No, in a week and a half or so, June 24th. And a lot is going on and we're just like, and we're leaving in like 4 days on the road to get on the road again. So I'm feeling fantastic.
There ain't no rest for the sickest.
Yeah, there ain't no rest for the sickest, baby.
Yeah, sounds like you guys haven't gotten much of a chance to rest at all. Are you even like emotionally prepared for the release of this album?
Does it look obvious? Does it look like I haven't rested in a while?
It looks like that kind of good exhausted, like you guys have been having a great time.
Thank you. Yeah, it really has been. Being on the road has been like super tiring, but always fun. It's really weird. Like you're always tired, but really having a great time.
But you talked before about like the great band chemistry that you guys have. So now you've like officially road tested it. So still
Yeah.
strong team, still all in.
Yes, that's a great thing to bring up actually, because we learned a lot about each other and but no, we just love each other way more. We like really we just vibe more. We're just like we're now we make more jokes about other things and it's just awesome. It's amazing.
Now you have tour memories and inside jokes to go back to as well. So,
Yes, yes, that's true. Yes.
okay, well, speaking of tour, I have to ask, obviously, best Spinal Tap moment from the event. I know you have to have a few.
Oh no, the whole thing was like Spinal Tap. The whole thing. I can't. I mean, we've literally had moments where we're just like walking around, like, where do we go? How do we get to the stage? Um, Best Spinal Tap moment. Um, oh man, I wish I thought of this because there's a lot. I don't know. Probably just like, well, okay. So there's been many times we're the first of three bands on that first big tour. So there's many times where like we didn't get to sound check and we just like had to run on stage and I think it was maybe like just somewhere in Washington or like somewhere like in Denver or something where we like just like ran on stage without hitting a single. We never got to plug in. We just like ran on stage and we're like, all right, let's play. And we were in tune and we sounded good, but it was just I don't know. I always thought that was funny. Like you didn't have a chance to check your like sound. You just like
Mm.
went on and started playing and I don't know. I don't it doesn't sound exciting, but it's really exciting for a band that needs to sound check. We just never did.
Well, it sounds like a good time one way or the other, and I love it. So,
Yes.
obviously, a big tour, and like, as I said, road testing the band chemistry. So, did you learn any big important lessons as a band on this first tour that you're gonna take on to your next tour?
Yes. I think we all learned collectively to be just easygoing and being really try to be as easy to work with as you can be. We didn't have to learn the hard way. We just learned through just going through the motions. We're like, okay, there's a lot of different people involved. Every venue has a whole different team and like the managers and everything. Let's just try to be helpful and be
Mm,
awesome and try to be as cool and appreciative and grateful and we were so
positive,
and
positive energy.
positive energy exactly and that leads actually that's another lesson like we learned I think to be just even more positive within our own team when we're in the van when we're in the hotel or when we're wherever we are let's just like show love and appreciation to each other about what's going on. Like, hey, this is awesome. That person was awesome. This is cool. And it just gets bigger. It just feels awesomer. So
Yes.
that's the big lesson.
Positivity breeds positivity. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So did you get to try out all of your album songs on the tour, or were there any songs that you didn't play live?
No, we didn't get to play all of them. We wanted to really kill it, and so we picked like our favorite 8 or 9 songs, and yeah, we just like played it over and over again. We just like needed to just really kill those because we just wanted to be awesome.
Mm.
And so yeah.
One of the things I love about watching new bands on tour and then kind of watching them as they grow is you get to see them starting kind of like a little more nervous and like, okay, we have to like nail this. It has to sound really good. Uh, have to like impress everyone. And then after, you know, a couple album cycles, maybe that first album starts to come really naturally. And then maybe then starts to play with a little bit more and stuff like that. It's really, really fun to watch. So did you feel that you went through any of that like nervousness in the early shows and getting a little more natural as it went?
Yeah, absolutely. I went through like a weird like I learned so much about my voice and a lot about my body. Like I didn't know I could do things. And I was so nervous. I didn't realize it was like me locking up and like not being as awesome or like breathing as much. And so it was a nervousness in a different way. It was more technical. But yeah, like cuz we play a bunch of shows here in LA. So I felt like, oh, we got this. I could kill it. But I didn't realize until like the 10th show, like, oh, this is how you sing and this how you move and stuff like that. So yeah, in a weird technical way, yeah.
Oh, that's interesting because I guess you've been pretty used to the same stage for quite a while as like the house band of the club. So you got to now like go out and try all the different stages and see what different flavors there are out there.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god, and it's been so cool. We've played like House of Blueses, we played, like, yeah, like you say, clubs, we played theaters, we played like smaller bars. We just touched on every little thing in America. It was so cool.
Yes. Well, so first of all, I love this album. I, you absolutely lived up to my expectations completely. Not a single disappointing song on it. I was really delighted. What's even better is I feel like either you guys or the label or someone played a magnificent prank because all of the singles kind of give you guys this vibe of being like this young Motley Crue Guns N' Roses kind of band. But after listening to the whole album, that feels like an insult. Like it's so much more interesting and diverse than just old classic like hard rock hair metal. Like absolutely unexpected, blew my mind. I was really impressed.
I love that. I love you. Thank you for saying that. Wow, I don't know what to say to that. I just think thank you because like we love that classic rock and roll style, but we also love veering a little bit and maybe being a little weird or being a little funny or having more intricacy and more, whatever, I don't know, something else.
Oh, well, it's great. You love when you find a band and they release some really good singles and you're like, "Okay, yeah, this is like good modern hard rock. It's all right. Yeah, it's fine. It's perfectly okay." And then you listen to the whole album and it sounds kind of the same. But no, you guys snuck a bunch of other stuff in there, but not in the singles. So you've painted kind of a certain picture of yourself, but then there's like all of this extra spice for the people who picked the full album and who decided to check you guys out completely. There's like really just again like you've got like jazzy stuff and then you've got like more moody stuff and the last two songs for example are just so great. I can't even say if I would classify Circles as a ballad or not. It could be, it could not be.
I think it is maybe a sort of ballad, a 12-string guitar ballad. Yeah, I mean, that's awesome. I really appreciate you saying that. I think, yeah, we just like, yeah, I don't know. And trust me, this album was born out of like 50 demos, you know. We wrote like 100 songs and we're like, okay, let's pick these 12 and do this. So there was things that was like really David Bowie-ish and things that was really like Tom Waits-ish and really weird like Red Hot Chili Peppers ish and like all these weird like crazy songs, and we're just like, okay, maybe that one. And you're right, the singles are a lot more hard rock, but the whole album has like, oh, maybe maybe I'll do this, you
Yeah.
know.
Maybe Derek's gonna try a little bit of a lower range, and maybe he's gonna rock it completely. I don't know.
Hey, I don't know. I'm excited.
Well, tell me what some of your favorite songs are to sing, because it sounds like you've got a lot to choose from, and it sounds like they're a lot of fun to sing too.
I'm ready for this question because we just had like a 8 or 9 hour rehearsal yesterday. Oh my gosh. For the tour, and we have one coming up like soon. I don't have a watch. Anyway, three favorite songs to sing. One is Haunting Love. I love singing it because it's such a challenge. It's like the lyrics come right after the other, and there's no second to breathe. And it teaches me how to sing correctly. And I'm still learning how to sing it, to be honest. So I love Haunting Love. And it's just beautiful melodies written by our bass player, Franco. And I love singing Circles because it always makes me tear, and it always makes me feel like, it's like, it's the song that is talking about what we're doing now. It's like, live your dreams, live them, and we're living our dreams. And so when I sing it now, I get really emotional, and it's really nice. And the last one, maybe, oh my god, okay, there's two more. I'm sorry. I didn't get this. There's no favorite. I just have so many. I just love them all. I love to sing Made in Hell because it's like crazy, like super weird song to sing. It's really high, but like that's another song where I have to like use my diaphragm and just think, but also have fun. It's like funky, and I feel good with the funk. And Give It to Me. I love singing Give It to Me. I feel like kicking my legs up in the air every time I do it. I'm like, this is that sounds like hard rock, but somehow it feels funky to me. I don't know why, but yeah, those four.
I love it. Good choices always. I know Circles has been popular in this house when me and my partner are walking around, and every time that one comes on, someone's always like, yeah, this is the good one. Yeah, this one's real good. Yeah, we like this one.
That one, fun fact, that was produced by Bob Rock, who did Metallica. He produced the Dr. Feelgood album by Motley Crue. He's done Michael Bublé. So he gave it that real ethereal, fun, cool, like, space.
I love it. I love it. My other, maybe even surprise personal favorite was, now I'm going to say it wrong. Wait, The Storm Before the Calm, because I love a good wordplay, and it works. It works real well.
Damn, Bear! Shoot! Freaking, yeah, everyone calls it something else. They're like, yeah, whatever, before the whatever. But that's awesome. Thank you. Like, that's great. That one is so fun to do. It's like a modern thing. It feels modern. We're trying to be a little more modern. I don't know.
Oh, I like it. It's got that like good. It doesn't need too much energy to show off, what it's got going on. It's more of like a subtle punch in the face than a blindside.
Regardless, a punch in the face.
Indeed.
Yeah.
All right. So were all of these songs on this album written with like someone from the label or someone from like another band or with a guest, or is there anything that's like just pure you five on the album, or does it all have a little hint of someone else in there?
Um, that's a great question, actually. So like 2 or 3 of them are just me. I just wrote them. Some of them are just Franco, the bassist, and he plays keyboards and guitar himself. He's like a genius. And he also produced our main song, Classless Act, like our last single. And
Nice.
um and then there's like a handful of songs that we wrote with like really cool songwriters. Keith Nelson from Buck Cherry, producer and guitar player. We got to write with him. We got to write with Justin Hawkins. We wrote Storm Before the Calm with an incredible songwriting group called The Heavy. And we were just writing with everyone over 2020. So a lot of those, and it was them and like the whole band, it was just like everybody. And like, there's a song on there called like Walking Contradiction. And I love
Ooh,
to
I
bring the
like that
song
one
up.
too.
You like that one? Cool. That one has like sort of a, I don't know, like an alternative kind of, maybe MCR kind of vibe,
It
maybe. Yeah.
fully reminds me of Helena by My Chemical Romance in the chorus.
Yes! Yes! I love that because freaking Helena is like, I love MCR. I love it. And Helena is a genius song. Oh, but
Good
that
chorus.
song was like something Dane wrote. Dane is the rhythm guitar player, but he's just like, he has these great choruses. He has great like structures. He's like, let's play this. And then like Chuck, the drummer, was like, how about this on the guitar? He like plays guitar too. He's like, so it's like very intuitive and like people were really involved grabbing things. And then we had maybe an outside writer suggest how to take it to a pop place. So there's songs of, it's like things were written all sorts of ways in the album, which I really love.
Sounds like a lot of fun though too. You get just your own flavors, but then you get just little bits of inspiration from all over the place.
Yeah, totally. From different people. We've written with guys from Nashville, from New York, from Switzerland, from here in LA, and just us. Like it's like, how can you not, get a great feeling from that? So fun.
Sounds impossible.
Sounds impossible.
Well, the other major thing I wanted to ask about then was these music videos, because again, someone's playing some sort of prank here because there's no part one in these shenanigans.
Uh-oh.
Aha, yes, you're busted. You have released part two, part three, and part four of this music video story. That's very weird, I must say. and, but yes, we don't know what the inciting incident was. Uh,
Cool.
we
That
got
makes
another.
me, that's exciting because there is a part one. Yes. And it's coming out when the album drops. On June 24th, the album drops, and then we'll throw out a music video in everyone's face. This is part one. So yeah, and oh my god, I actually love part one. Part one's my favorite video. Yeah, I don't know. And it's just, it's a sequence of events take place in a world where crime and love and life and happiness, hate and everything is involved. And yeah, and sometimes there's you know what? Now that I think about it, it's kind of a story about being a victim of circumstance.
Mm.
The whole 4 songs, and it involves just like, you could be a good person, but maybe life doesn't go your way. You're just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and that challenge itself is something that is wonderful. It's spectacular. You should learn to, you know, conquer it. So it's a song. It's a story of conquering the unfair. I don't know.
Oh, I love it. What does the guy say? He just wants to sit on the beach and eat hot dogs or something like that.
Yeah, some crazy thing. Those subtitles are crazy.
The subtitles are crazy and they go really fast too. We had to watch these a few times, just be like, what is going on in these
Yeah,
music videos?
they're crazy. They're crazy. But
They
we love
look,
that. We wanted to be like ah, ah, and take him away. Like, no, take him away. And that's like our vibe. We're just like,
I love it. Did you actually go to film in like hospitals and courtrooms and everything like that, or were they all just sets that were set up for you?
Those were sets. And here's a fun factoid that we filmed all 4 videos in like the span of 8 hours. All of them, like bam, 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 bam. And
So
then
that
we
guy
were,
that's saying like on to the next shoot, he's just being legit at his job.
yeah, yeah. God dang, I love you, Bear Wiseman. You paid attention. I love that. And I love this about you. Um, but yeah, he like comes in, he's literally just like, okay, let's go. We don't have time. We have 3 more videos. We have 2 more videos. Like we have to run. And so everyone's like, okay, let's go. We change our shirts and everything.
Yeah, you guys have one more big tour coming up. So now you've got like the prep tour under your belt. How are you feeling going into the big tour now?
Oh man, we feel really ready. We had our first rehearsal yesterday, which is a little foolish because like we're leaving like in a couple days. But like we're playing songs and we were doing things that were like, whoa, we really have this. We've got it. Like we haven't played with each other in a couple weeks actually, and we first time yesterday, and it was like, whoa, we just like know each other's tendencies and stuff, and we're fixing things right away, which I really love. Like, oh wait, fix this, like change that guitar part, or maybe do this, and so man, 40 shows in 60 days really makes you like just intuitive or really awake. You're like clairvoyant. You're like, whoa. So we're just freaking ready. We can't wait. And it's something we don't know what to expect because we've never done anything like this ever before, but we're just going to go out and have super fun. That's all we promised ourselves. It's like, and do that everywhere.
Is there any chance Vince Neil is going to come sing his song with you?
Okay. I don't know. I would think there's a good possibility. I would say yes. We haven't spoken to him about it yet because he's been super busy. He's been rehearsing and last 4 months with the band and everything. So like, but he sang on the album. I don't know. I think maybe, perhaps. I would say get there early, guys, because I think Vince might actually do it. We know him. He's a super sweet guy. He's a homie. So yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I, for one, am deeply sorry that I won't be able to see you on this tour because I don't live in the US, but I hope you guys have an amazing time and absolutely check out the new album. Comes out on June 24th.
Yes.
And I can say right now, it's fabulous. You'll really enjoy it. Do you have any last words? Anything else you want to say?
I think you said it all. I just want to say June 24th, June 24th, June 24th, album. Listen to it, drop it. Follow us on Spotify, please, everyone, if you can. It really helps rock and roll get into people's ears. There's a lot of other music out there, but if you want rock and roll in your ears, follow us on Spotify. It'll give us more streams and it'll of 1.21 gigawatts and the isosceles triangle, and I don't know. I feel like I'm saying just random things right now, but that's all. I just love, and I love everyone who's been supporting us, and Bear, you're the best. I love talking to you. I wish we could just talk for like 6 more hours. You're the best. By the way, I promise we'll be in Europe next year. I promise. So
if you get to Europe, I will definitely come see you guys somewhere.
yeah.
Even if you don't get to Finland, I'll find you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much. We'll definitely do this again as soon as we can. I'm sure I have another interview's worth of questions already. So have another amazing time on the tour and best of luck with the album release.
Thank you. Thank you.